It is time for another episode of our Joy Corner. It's ready to get comfy and cozy and learn a few life skills from our girl, Heather Boschke. I don't know anybody who doesn't want to lose a little bit of weight, Heather, and you know what? Dropping the grudge, you can use a lot of pounds by doing that. Today we're talking about forgiveness.
We are. So let's talk about, what does forgiveness even mean? So forgiveness is an intentional decision to let go and release anger and resentment. And like you said, those grudges that we can hold. Because when someone hurts us, we have one of two choices. We can hold on to that anger, or we can forgive it and let go. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It does not mean excusing bad behavior. And it also doesn't necessarily mean making up with the person who caused the harm. Forgiveness brings a kind of peace and healing that allows us to focus on ourselves instead of the other person and the wrongdoing. And it helps us reclaim all of that energy that we spent being angry and upset.
So controlling what I can control, that would be my emotion and how I'm going to address this. But why is it so important to find forgiveness?
Yeah, contrary to what we may initially believe, forgiveness is actually not about the other person. It is for us. It is selfish. We choose to forgive because we are holding destructive emotions inside of us until we do. Negative emotions are like an invasive species of weed, taking over our thoughts, our actions, and our life. When this happens, the negative feelings can crowd out the positive feelings, which leads to us being consumed by bitterness or a sense of injustice. And it's really hard to find joy that way. I'm sure you've heard the phrase that holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It's also like walking around with a loaded weapon, which is why we can get triggered. For example, when we get triggered by the person who interrupts us in a meeting, it's not necessarily about that person. It could be years of growing up in a household where we never got to finish our sentence. And since we never let go of those earlier feelings, they come out sideways in other situations. And unresolved forgiveness is the source of so much pain. When we carry grudges, our bodies physically hold that, and we have to fully let go in order to heal. Our body and spirit and emotions are all intertwined. So when our emotions are tied up in negativity, that of course is going to impact our body and spirit.
I can definitely feel the energy of somebody that is holding a grudge. It's like the whole room is consumed with that tension. I would love to learn on ways that we can give the gift of forgiveness to ourselves.
Oh, yeah. So first we have to identify what needs healing and who we need to forgive. This could be a partner who treated us terribly 15 years ago. It could be a friend that broke our trust, a family member who always criticizes, or maybe it was a boss that was highly abusive. And once you determine who that forgiveness needs to go to, there is a reset process that we can practice. It first starts with visualizing the person and what they did. And you have to go back there and feel those icky feelings and really feel it, which is painful. And then, and here is the big unlock, find something to be grateful for. If it was a bad relationship, maybe it gave you the confidence to never put up with that ish again. If it was an abusive boss, maybe it taught you how you will never treat an employee. And finding what to be grateful for can be really, really hard, but that gratitude is the key. It's the secret. It's the unlock. It is the bridge where we can start to move into forgiveness. And the beauty is that we never have to tell the other person that we forgive them, but forgiving them allows us to unload our weapon, and that reset process helps us remove the trigger. And doing deep forgiveness work allows our body to release toxins, all that negativity, and we can relax and feel safe. When our body feels safe, it can heal, and our energy can get stronger and bigger and better. And make no mistake, forgiveness is hard. It's a sign of great strength to be able to move forward from a painful past. It's a process that doesn't happen overnight, and that is okay. But recognizing where you are harboring feelings of bitterness and resentment, those are weeds in the beautiful garden of your mind and heart and spirit. And when you can let go, you are giving yourself all that energy back to put towards growing things that are beautiful and life-giving and joyful.
Woo! Okay, this is kind of a tough lesson to practice, but I appreciate you bringing it to us. You know, we're always trying to learn and grow without the weeds.
No more weeds. We want beautiful flowers in our mind and heart and spirit.
Well, honey, thank you so much.
Anytime.
All right, well, you heard it. Forgiveness is hard and losing weight is hard too, but we've got a great way. Drop the grudge and feel a little lighter and rooted in gratitude.